Right.
Hello. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I did not realize me was supposed to be the streamer. Hello.
That
Sorry
you
for the
were
technical
supposed to be streaming
difficulties.
indeed.
I did not realize
We
me.
are late to the match, but no trench has been captured yet, so that's good news. Yeah, so
The Russians are playing as Central Powers, and the French are playing as the Entente. And for future reference, when we say left or right trench, it will be from the Entente point of view.
yeah,
And
that's what we have decided.
yeah, just to make it a lot easier for you guys who are watching. Most of the match will be played in this bird-eye view because I'm really shit at changing between players and the points of interest. But I will try to do my best.
Just press space from time to time, like just when it feels right, and then
Yeah, of course.
that's what I do in any case.
Oh, John missed two. Got stabbed. Ah, well. Anyways, the Entente is attacking, and they are currently not doing quite well at the first charge.
No, they just lost a player. Lord Archibald disconnected, which
That is not
is bad.
ideal.
But Team Russia almost had a team wipe. That's good, but they got a spawn on the wait.
And the Russians have spawned, and they're going in on the left and the center. But the French have one player on the right side, trying to admirably hold, and one in the center.
You need to zoom in a little bit because you can't see shit there.
There we go.
In any case, so your cast is for right now. This is Thanem from Team Great Britain and me, Imagination, leader of Belgium, God damn it, and so like part of Benelux.
Which
yeah,
is going to fight each other tomorrow, in fact.
Yeah, so we're the best of friends right now. Yay!
Yay! There's totally not going to be shit talking about each other
No,
during the course of this
course
game.
not. We are adults. We're above that.
The French have actually taken are holding the trench quite admirably.
Which is impressive.
Who gassed, I wonder? Is it...
There's the Russians.
That's the Russians, yeah. They're playing a recon and a gas. The Nordics tried that last round on
No. They are not. No, they are playing an arty squad and a gas squad, which is an interesting meta, which has been... I mean, if the Russians have trained on it, it's quite interesting, but...
That is a very interesting...
This also means that they will not spawn on each other, which is a huge disadvantage for the Russian team. But it seemed to have worked against Team Great Britain since Russia won against you guys.
Well, we were one person down as one was trolling for a fair bit, but yeah.
I mean, you can blame it on Broners.
No, I can't. Anyway. But it seems like the French have got a significant lead at the moment.
Yeah, which is interesting because before this match started and before we realized before Thanem realized he was supposed to stream, the Russians were actually winning.
Indeed.
So...
Which we would love to have shown you, but there was a bit of problems with the whole situation. We did have this sheet, you know, to schedule who does what. I was not listed as a streamer, but...
yeah, someone somewhere fucked up.
Someone somewhere fucked up. That is a good... it seems the Russians can't break through at the moment.
Actually, there's one person in mid right now, so I'm just gonna try to see if I can get that person.
He is proning. And no, he got killed.
Proning is the best meta.
And the artillery seems to be effective. They did manage to get a kill or two. And the Russians are now trying to hold the trench, trying to push in.
They're going to attack the left, and the French are not expecting it yet, but they will soon recover. Oh, I would not have shot that person. I would have stabbed that person.
Ooh, the
That's simple
French are losing on the right side. That is quite
Yeah.
surprising.
Now the Russians there, instead of getting in, they seem to be proning just outside the trench, which has been shown in the previous match also that that's not the best tactic you should take if you want to capture a trench. But I mean,
And the French have
who
a
knows?
heavy presence on the hill on the left.
Yeah, they just.
And the Russians have a foothold somehow. It's
Yeah.
because they have decided to entrench themselves, sorry for the pun, in the right side.
It's a terrible plan. Oh,
And the French are trying to push through.
they're all missing shots. Taro is missing 5, 6. Taro realizing he needs to reload. That means he lost at least 10 shots. Will he recover?
Ooh, Salty Boy has some issues there.
Yeah, the French can attack again. That's.
Ooh.
I was not expecting this to move this quickly because I just came from casting the match Italy against Nordics, which was quite the calmer match with a lot of camping on both sides. And here the French are playing very aggressive.
It's a very aggressive play as well. And it doesn't seem like the Russians have got what it takes to defend.
I think always when you see situations where people decide not to go to recon on a competitive match, you see situations like this. And if I'm honest, the choice of squad is very, very important.
It's quite important.
And if you have trained and if you have done this often, because I know that the Russians train, like we didn't see them, but we know that they did. I mean, this makes me wonder if the match against Great Britain, if it wasn't Russia being strong, but rather Great Britain being weak.
I can agree to that. It was not the most fantastic of performances that match. But the GB team has managed to pull themselves together and won every match so far after that. So it's going to be interesting to see Benelux, who has won all of their matches to this point, fight the GB team.
It's gonna be a very interesting match. And it's gonna be our match is gonna be on Vosh.
Yes.
Or Vosges, as you guys all mispronounce.
Vosges? Vosh.
Vosges.
Yeah, Vosh. That sounds
Indeed,
like a Russian mouthwash, to be quite honest.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the French have taken the... Is it the second trench? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the second trench, and the Russians are just pinned down.
I think this is the first time we're gonna see 3-0, an entire squad capture. That means that the match for once is not gonna last 15 minutes, not even going to. We will see. There is still 10 minutes left.
Indeed. But the French seem to have an iron grip on this match right now. The Russians, it almost feels like they've lost the will to fight back. And,
with the grenade meta. Oh, and then one more person. Yeah, it's.
Ooh.
Their meta. It's not working this time. It seems. Oh.
No. It doesn't seem like the Russians.
Oh, that was 3 misses from. How is level 31? Which player is that? I think it's. It's the one with 2 friends. Oh, level 31 with 2 friends is a reference to Pimo, who was playing on the Italian team. Pimo is a Nordic player. He was not supposed to play on the Italian team and just got banned. But it was a very interesting situation.
Indeed. And
BNL still won.
And that meant that the Nordics lost a player who happens to be quite good.
Which is a shame. Yeah.
So it was a bit of silly business, that, which was But the Russians
Um,
have actually made it to their own trench now, trying
yeah,
to take it back.
it's not like because when I look at the KD of the Russians, it's not like they're doing terribly bad. It's just I think this can be entirely blamed on the squad. Oh no, see, the Russians have switched their gas squad to recon.
Which is probably a very good idea.
Yeah, because now they're
Oh,
playing
we
on.
got some stabbing from
We got
Netch there.
spawn. We got spawn behind them. Oh, they're on the left. It's always fun to see this as a spectator because you can see where the enemies are. With
Yeah, which is quite fun.
they
Oh,
cannot
the
see,
French
so
have spawned on the right and they're jumping into the trench.
you're thinking to yourself, if this person only looked like 2 meters to his left, he would see an enemy. But no, they just decide to prone next to each other. It's
Yeah, that's
lovely.
always interesting. Yeah, and the French have wiped the Russians.
Russians need to spread out quickly because they're
Yeah,
attacking in
it
on the
doesn't
left.
seem like they are spreading out as well as they should be.
No,
The
it's
right side is practically undefended. There's two
yeah.
people there, and there's 3 or 4 people on the left. Ooh! Get smacked right there.
And I also don't know who El Salty Boy is on the French team, but this person is doing 310, which
Yeah, that's
is the worst KD in this match.
yeah, that quite looks like some of mine. My own KDs, to be quite
I'm
honest.
sorry, I cannot relate.
Yeah, no, I have been doing very badly, which is a shame. I can say that.
Pretty much.
Oh, now the Russians are more spread out, and it seems like
yeah,
they
the
might
left they
just...
seem to be defending well. It's always in the game you always need to focus on the match. Look at your own players. There's so much compared to a normal normal public match where you play with 32. So much you need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're spreading out quite well. If they could notice this one person who's just shooting them from the sidelines. Oh.
Yeah, but you can also see that the area that the French have to cover in order to get to the Russian trench is quite open, and it's very hard to find cover. There's quite a bit of craters, but it's not easy to hide.
Quebec Golf. Quebec Golf could have spawned his team, but he did not.
What I find interesting is that some Russians are using the Gewehr 88 instead of a car, which is an interesting choice. Ulrich von Lichten.
But he's good. I played on public map against him, and he was making a noise. So he's a good player. He probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I could say that if they were winning, but right now, maybe he hasn't realized that he's.
Yeah, Rare 101 is probably the one on the Russian team who's doing best in terms of KD anyway. You can't really see which are doing the best of the defending, I suppose. But
yeah, it's.
But they do have a firm grip on their own trench now. They seem to have got the defending of this trench quite spot on.
Yeah.
And the French doesn't seem to be able to break through right there, but they're trying on the left.
Middle, they seem to be proning just on the border of the trench, which I find to be a disgusting way of playing. But I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, the French have managed to get 3 players in on the right, which will be a problem for the.
See, in this case, the Russians should have spread out, but they decided not to. Shame.
Yeah, but they're trying to retake now, and.
Oh, it's gonna be foothold, yeah, and voila.
They managed to take it.
Good job. This is the first time the Russians defend their team properly.
Yeah, so let's see if the Russians manage to retake the trench. But now it means that they have to cross the quite open space that they used to their advantage earlier.
Yeah, I don't... The Russians seem to want to shoot the deserters first, which is nice. But if you go smart about this in a match like this, you try to flank the deserters, not even shoot them, just bypass them, get their trench, and then shoot them from their own trench.
Yeah.
Imagi tactics. I should not be saying this to the opposition, of course.
I'll take notes. But the French are...
Write it on your forehead.
Yeah, well, the French are taking back the right, but,
but
now the Russians are coming in on the left.
Right. So
the Russians are backing on the left, and
yeah, that's a good thing with an RT. If you can place one well placed RT when on the enemy spawn or on where they're gathering, you can possibly wipe out half of their squad, and then you just need to half of their team, and then you just need to push a little bit, maybe hold. Because both teams are playing quite aggressive, they don't seem to be focusing on the spawns that much.
Yeah.
Which might not be the best strategy in this case.
No, but it seems that the French have the clear advantage. The Russians are not going to be able to...
Russians going prone, but why is this person... For me, when someone goes prone, it means that they're spawning the team. This person is just...
Yeah.
Oh, come on, buddy. And he got shot.
And the French have been spawning on the left now, and some Russians are trying to push through from a crater. Oh, got a stab. And then got shot. That is unfortunate. And the Russians are on the right, and it seems there's one French who's just got stabbed. So the Russians need to take... Ooh, they actually got
the French
wiped.
defense is really good. This is...
Yeah, which is weird, because they are not as organized in their defense, I can see, but they are really good at picking out the Russians once they
they just lost the left, so if the Russians can just get in left, which is not... But you see that there's an RT on the left, so everything has been wiped, which is why RT might not be. But there seems to be a spawn in mid, and now there's two players. They are going to get eliminated rapidly, I feel. Yep, 1 and 2. And
ooh, a trade!
Oh, that was amazing. That
was a good trade. I just managed to switch to that.
That was really nice.
That was a good trade. I hate it when it happens to me, but...
but watching it is always quite entertaining.
Yeah.
No, it's annoying, a trade kill.
Indeed.
It's only nice when you didn't expect to actually be able to kill the other person and you still did, but I don't like it.
I do have to apologise for my shoddy camera work, but I hope it suffices. But the Russians actually managed to retake their trench, and now the French are attacking it.
So it doesn't seem like it's gonna be an entire capture, which is... That
is good for the Russians, though, that they managed to...
That's good for the Russians, yeah. Oh, if the Russians are smart now, they do an RT on the left, on the right, I mean, and then they can clear...
Yeah. Because it seems that the entire French team is based on the right side, and they're now going through the centre.
Yeah, now they're spreading out, yeah.
Yeah, but Spirit Dragon is now
yeah, and they're
dead.
spreading out is also pretty impressive, because this is an issue BNL used to have in the beginning, but not anymore. When you spread out, that we say, oh, go to the left, and then the entire team goes to the left, which is not what spreading out is.
Yeah.
Nicely...
Yeah, I would come with with an example of what the GB used to do, but I'm not going to give away our trade secrets to the...
No, I'm just telling you the mistakes that we used to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. Spreading out is very
and also
important.
what BNL also does is we also make sure that we're really, really wasted beforehand, and then we sing songs on the Discord while playing, and then we We play with our feet. We don't actually play with our hands.
Really?
Which, yeah, it would surprise you, but it's a very good meta. It works
Yeah.
really well.
Something tells me that you're lying.
Why?
It's a
Why
harmless
would
white
I
lie.
possibly lie to you?
Of course, you have too much respect for me to lie.
Of course, absolutely.
Ooh, the French have all spawned in this crater. There is 6 people over there, and 2 of them just died.
This always makes me terribly afraid when I'm playing against RT. I hope. Where is Spinazzi? Where is he? Can I find him? Click,
It feels
click,
quite
click, click,
balanced
click.
at the moment.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Does he still have? Oh, his RT is almost loading. It's a creeping barrage, which is not normal RT kind of thing that lasts at least 30 seconds. Ah, I hate it.
Ooh,
And
see some plays from Nestor Macno? No, he got murdered by Smucker 5. Quebec Golf is trying to get some peaks, but he's missing all his shots, which is quite disappointing to see.
oh, he got one.
Oh yeah. And on, it seems like they're just trading places at the moment. They are.
Yeah.
The Russians are now based entirely on the center. I'm not sure if
That's a bad artillery.
Ooh, a
That
French spawn
artillery,
on the
this is
center.
an entire.
And the French are coming in and they're cleaning house. Just
Yeah.
destroyed the Russians in the center right
It
there.
says 1F for the Russians. Really sad.
Yeah, that was quite disappointing by the Russians. That they didn't manage to spread out a bit more, because now they almost got team wiped, which is a terrible thing. And now the French are spreading out a bit more. They're trying to play quite aggressive in their defense, jumping
And the
around.
Russians jump shooting, which I don't expect a lot of them to do. It's always a bit weird with the Russians, because we know they exist, we know that they play, we see them from time to time. They don't interact with us, they don't talk with us, and then suddenly the ENC happens and you actually see them. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of the Russians before, so this.
Yeah, but it's the entire RBC. Oh, it seems
the French have won the first round.
3-1.
3-1.
We expected it to be a 3-0, but it's a 3-1, which is nice for the Russians. If
is
you're,
quite nice.
like I said in the previous match, if you're losing, you at least need to make sure that it's not gonna be a complete run over.
Yeah. It's important to make it a fight. Don't give up. Never give up, because...
Don't surrender.
Indeed.
Oh, we are not gonna make any French surrender jokes.
I know at least one French fry who will be exceedingly angry if we do. But now the Russians are going to be on the Entente side, and the French are going to be on the Central Power side. We're still going to refer as the Entente left and right, as we have done before.
Yes.
And it seems the Russians have all spawned on the left.
And this time again, they seem to go with the Recon and RT meta.
And the French are going for pure Recon. Which...
Look at that Russian being like slash prey.
Yeah.
I don't know if prayers are gonna help you in a game like Verdun.
No.
Unless you beg to the gods, the mighty depths of the...
Indeed. Anyways, now is the 5-minute break, so we have not gone live yet.
So we can just chit-chat about all kinds of...
Yeah, now it's our moment to shine, while they have their little breaks.
While they have their little breaks, go to the toilet, get some snacks, hydrate themselves, drink another beer.
Have another shot of vodka in the Russian sense.
Yeah, take another syringe.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. And don't
no wonder they thought artillery was a good idea.
Yes. We are not accusing any of the players of doing drugs before you guys.
But we are
get
not actively against it. We don't know their culture or what they've been
don't
through.
say we.
Then.
You. I had the misfortune of seeing some pictures, and no, no, I can't.
I've seen them too. It's just they don't affect me as much. But anyway, now I'm actually going to check the chat.
The chat, not much has been said. Xyphos is back and maybe watching. I don't know if he's still watching.
Yeah.
Xyphos, if you're still watching, I'm gonna buy that new hentai DLC for Sakura. How's it called? At the beach. I don't know. Don't remember.
Yeah. Anyways, I've got to apologise again for my shoddy camera work, but I try as well as I can.
He tries so hard, but he does not succeed.
When you
Maybe
try,
he gets
but you
what
don't
he wants,
succeed.
but not what he needs.
Indeed. That was quite a good RT barrage. But...
No RT is good. It takes no skills. It's terrible.
Well, you need to know where to place them. So you need vision, which
Indeed.
is a skill in itself.
It's always like that. Public matches. No, it takes skill to know where to position your MG. Like, no, please.
Nah, but we're not talking about MGs, are we?
It's actually Xyphos. I'm watching every now and then, but I'm also still reading that speech. Oh yeah, right. I haven't been this triggered in a million years. How terribly sad, Xyphos. One F for Xyphos. Only one, because he doesn't deserve it.
Now everyone, follow me on Instagram. I'm joking.
Oh, yes. I don't have Instagram.
What? Instagram is great.
I don't need it. It's I just have Snapchat and
Snapchat's great.
Snapchat is great.
I like Snapchat. Always bring good stuff. It always is very nice to have for a variety of different reasons.
Yes. Filming yourself doing stupid shit.
Yeah, for example.
Then I get tagged. Oh no, the match is starting. I get tagged in articles about people dying because of Snapchat, and I'm like, hey.
All right, the Russians are playing Entente, and the French are playing Central Powers. Yes.
We will see. Is it gonna be like game?
And for those of you who weren't here for the first round, my name is Thanem. I play for the GB team, and my co-host is Imagi, who plays for the BNL.
Yes, I am the Belgian leader.
Yeah, you have to point that out, don't you?
Of course. I'm so proud of it.
Wow, the restart's crazy here. What?
What are you the leader of?
I am the leader of the Great Invincible. I have to figure out a good name. Invincibles.
Fucking game. What's wrong with the game?
I don't know, but the French are...
Admin command is restarting the match.
It seems we have a bit of technical difficulties, it seems.
I mean...
Something weird is going on. But as you can see, the Russians are on the Entente, and the France are on the Central Powers, and that means...
That's not gonna change, but I'm trying to see what the technical issue could be, if anyone in chat could help me out, because I didn't see it. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't really matter that much.
It seems they are going to start now.
Have fun, good luck. Yeah. Oof. This person is speaking Italian.
Yeah.
Weird.
And the Russians are now quite well spread out, actually.
Oh, the Russians are... this party is getting crazy. Indeed.
Yeah.
Thanem is low IQ. Look how cute.
Thanks for that.
Jet-powered tricycle giving you compliments like that.
Thanks, mate. The French are attacking on the right side. And not
Yeah,
doing a
there.
bad job out of it. But oh, he's
There's
gonna
one
get
person
stabbed.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, that person died.
Yeah. And they're taking advantage of this little hedge line that
Of
goes,
course.
which is quite.
Oh
Oh,
my.
another stab. That is
This
disastrous for the
is.
French.
Oh, but now they're attacking in the mid too. But the Russians seem to be spread out pretty well. And
Yeah, it seems they've got their formation under control, and
yeah,
the French don't seem to be able to
it will
handle it.
be interesting to see where they decide to do their first. Their first.
Right, for you guys who are watching the stream, watch
Battle.
this tree just grow and shrink. That, that is quite fun. And the
Which
French are quite are hiding behind this shape-shifting tree over here. Esports ready, yeah?
at 2H, when will you fix your game, please?
Indeed.
We need to talk to them in Dutch because they are Dutch.
Well, maybe that's their problem.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Don't worry, Dutch
Repareer
people are
jullie.
like
No,
you.
no, that's Flemish. They don't understand. Fix jullie spel. Please, alstublieft. Very important.
Ja, fix spillerdokers. Just in case any
Yeah,
of
they
you
don't
understand.
speak.
Well, it's quite similar, isn't it? Yeah, but the French are in on the centre. One of them, anyway, and it seems like they're going to take the right approach of the respawns. As their left attack didn't go that well, but there's one alive.
Look at Xav is wanting to start a discussion about Brexit and politics in a Twitch chat for a game.
That is why I don't watch the Twitch chat.
Xavos, you're so optimistic.
Ooh, that is a shaky camera. Anyways, I'm letting you respond to the plebs.
I am. I'm the nicest responder.
Yeah. The French have a foothold.
There is one person behind the French players, and I don't seem to notice it. But the Russian behind them is also not noticing. Oh!
Ah, he's not noticed. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
What? Didn't he see the last one? What is going on?
No, he did not. The Russians need glasses.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he's missing terribly. He had to wait for his teammate to get him. Ooh, that is... I've got to say, that is not encouraging play by... what's his name? Nestor.
Yeah, and it's the turn of the Russians to attack, but all the French are still deserting. Oh! No, I'm not going to. I managed to. Oh, there is Karanak, who is Russian, who tells you, "Come on, Castor, show the game and not the trees. You need to press space and just click Thanem. Come on, you can do it.
I can try.
You can do it. Just press space so that we can see the actual games."
All right, fair enough. I will do it as you have commanded.
Of course.
But then you need to take care of the overhead view so I can...
No, there's no need. I just watch the map and then look at.
Alright.
Yeah, there seems to be an attack on the whatever side this is. Right side.
I'm not quite sure what's wrong with the camera because they are turning really fast and really choppily.
Yeah, it's just you follow someone, they die, and then the camera switches from player. Which, I mean, is okay.
No, but if you watch the stream, how they turn around these people, it looks really choppy. Ooh! And Ulrich does not seem to be able to take anyone out. He got one, and there he died.
It's a bit sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
But
you could see his face, and it was not pretty.
Yeah, the French seem to be defending really well. So.
Yeah, they are. They're well...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't see the Russians actually winning this game, but I don't see them losing terribly, because...
They might be able to draw this round, but that still means that the French are going to win overall.
Yes. They have
but the Russians have really made an account of themselves this time. They've actually been able to
There's,
defend a lot better than they did earlier.
indeed, there's GKD Xavers in the
Ooh,
chat. Who said,
Puzeni, that was a
N2H.
good kill.
Praise N2H. Of course we praise them. They're very good devs. They have made a very good game. We are very, very happy with them. No complaints whatsoever. Certainly not about the new sounds. Certainly not about the new spawns.
Oh, I really love the new sounds though. Ooh. I quite love them.
I'm mixed
It
on the
feels
matter.
like the sounds are more fleshed out, even though they are copy-pasted upon every fucking gun. But it does feel a lot better, or sound a
I
lot
like
better.
the new arty sounds. They feel a bit more.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess this is a win for all the realismos, if there's any realismos watching.
yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, we forgot the 128 people service. Praise those. Those are the.
I've got to say, I don't really like them. There's too much chaos.
I am being terribly sarcastic right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Worst invention. You do creeping barrage on a 128 service, and you get the.
Ooh, Nestor actually managed to kill someone this time. Good on you.
Really?
He was proning though, to be fair.
The person with the worst KD right now is Yoshi with 1 kill and 12 deaths.
Ah, Puzeni, what are you doing? That was awful. I've got to
We
say.
need to be positive, guys.
Yeah, but
you're
really
doing
should have
your
done better.
best. You're trying. It's okay.
Yeah, but you got to say that the Russians are doing a better job of defending this round than they are doing in attacking.
Which is weird considering they have an RT squad.
Yeah.
I kind of still want to see how they do if they have 2 recons. I mean,
Yeah.
RT is nice and everything, but nice. That's one.
Anyways, would you let me know if any of the people watching have any complaints with how I'm showing the footage right now?
Let me just ask them.
Because I can't improve unless you tell me what to do.
I'm asking them. Yeah, right now it seems to be pretty even. Oh, there's a foothold overtime. That means that if the Russians... Oh, but they seem to be capturing.
Indeed.
Oh, if... Oh, and it's close, They just need to spread a little bit more.
They do.
I understand that it's hard, but...
Yeah, Russians are concentrated on the left. And the French concentrated on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, artillery on the right now.
Here, actually, the Russians have the advantage, because they have the RT, so if they put the RT on the side that they're not defending, see? If you look at it,
Ooh, airplane bomb.
Oh, that was an amazing airplane bomb.
Oh, that was great play by Ben
Scholl, that was absolutely impressive.
Fantastic.
And
Starro tried to take him down, and he managed it on his 3rd shot. And Macno managed to kill Starro.
Yeah, with that... Oh, the Russians have captured. It's 1-0 for the Russians.
Interesting.
I cannot believe it.
They're doing a great account of themselves.
I was going to swear, but I managed to...
If they manage to draw this will be... Oh, a trade kill between Quebec Golf.
ENC 2018 is telling me that the camera is not okay. But is also not giving criticism, so we cannot actually do anything with the fact that he thinks it's not okay.
No, it's quite choppy, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
If you watch it yourself, Imagi, you can see that it kind of snaps.
Yeah, no, it is. It's pixelated. It looks like Minecraft.
Yeah, which is quite weird.
A lot of people watch Minecraft Let's Play. They'll get over it.
Yeah, they'll get over it.
Aye.
Ooh.
The Russians are losing this trench again. That's 1 person in. The rest just needs to... This person just shoot them.
Nestor's still there.
Bench solid. Yeah, well, the Russians need to get in again. But the Russians spawned on the left. They're getting...
Ooh, Ben Scholl. He's doing great this game, isn't he?
He is. He is.
Even though it
he's
doesn't
not
really
doing the best KD. He
No,
doesn't
it
have the
doesn't
best
reflect
KD.
well on the KD, but he does do quite well,
Yeah.
even though...
It's in every match. It's like that. Oh, there's lags. The Russians are complaining about lags. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about the fact that it's lagging. You can just thank the devs for. You have a suspicion
And they
that
have
they moved.
quite great ping, so I don't really see what they're complaining about.
Yeah, we have a feeling that they moved the service, but we're not sure where they moved it to. Should look at my own ping to see how far away it was. I know that I normally have a ping of 31 in this game. And here it is, je veux du aller, which is terrible French for I want of onions. No, I want of a garlic, which...
That sounds nice. That sounds like my French.
Yeah, do not attempt any French.
Tout sus?
No.
It's the only phrase I know.
Did that actually work?
Sometimes. You'd be surprised.
Oh, terrible. Those poor girls.
Ah, yeah. But to be fair, I'm not entirely sure what it means myself.
Well, no. I had this suspicion. I was not going to say anything, but I mean, if you start yourself, I can only confirm what you say about yourself. Oh, wait. Aspi says Benis, which is a helpful addition. Thank you, Aspi is there. Rank 7 says M2H rigged against Dream. Wow. They ran the service from Amazon Cloud? Really?
That doesn't sound nice.
A major source of lag. Well, thank you, Xaphas, for mansplaining this to me. I'm really grateful.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I mean, I did ask. Oh, I should have done it in one paragraph, Xaphas.
But you can see that the Russians are concentrated on the right and the French are going on the left again. It seems like they are quite entrenched in these...
7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, they have a foothold. Now let's see. Yeah, on the right and on the left. Oh shit. If the Russians do an RT on the left and manage to clear out the right, they get to attack. DDoS, lost, whatever that means. I have no clue.
It seems like the French are quite more desperate this time around. It seems that the...
Yeah, but the Russians are losing the trench. So they're, the French decide though, oh, Ben Scholl is down to camp. Let's annoy all the French player and just say that, oh, if there's a player of the match right now, it's Ben Scholl.
Yeah, he's done quite well, even though his KD doesn't quite reflect it. But I've got to say, there's been too much focus on the ones that get all the kills, because Ben Scholl has been doing quite good work all around.
I haven't actually looked at Ben Scholl that well. I just remember the airplane bomb, and I just, you know, being a user of an airplane bomb myself, and like...
Yeah, that was a great airplane bomb, I've got to say.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing better than... Because airplane bomb, you know, it's like a bonus. Most people forget it. Well, I at least forget that I have it, and then I get killed by it, and I'm like, wow,
it exists.
An airplane bomb. Yeah, and then by accident I kill 2 people by airplane bomb, and I'm like, wow, nice. It's a bonus. It's not supposed to be used like artillery. You're just supposed to do your plane thing and then get on.
Ooh, I can hear artillery on the way.
I wonder where they did it. Where did they do it? Oh, on the... Oh, that's pretty good. They just need to clear out... Wait, no, it's 1-1. Oh, man. We forgot to say that. The French managed to recap their French.
Yeah. Ooh, Ben Scholl got killed by Ulrich von Lichten, who has also been a quite important...
He's doing pretty good, yeah. He's the best player of the Russians right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, KD-wise, it's pretty even. You have Ulrich, and then you have Bernanos, who is level 31 with 2 friends. He didn't manage to finish his username.
Yeah, it's quite It's quite even in terms of KD. And it's quite evenly distributed on the French team.
Oh, there's a massive spawn in mid coming for the Russians actually.
Ooh.
Oh
And they
boy,
managed
oh
to kill
boy.
Salty Dragon.
But they're recapping.
Spirit Dragon.
3, voila. The Russians have recapped the trench. This is
Great news.
interesting. How unexpected.
Very. Actually, the French.
Oh! Ben Scholl disconnected. No,
Ooh,
no.
that is not good.
That is indeed not good.
Seems they have connectivity issues, apparently.
Okay, I will just ask.
That means that the Russians now have a slight advantage in that the French are one man down.
Just asking. Yeah, this is gonna be bad because Ben Scholl was the NCO, which in a recon squad does not mean. Well, actually, it does because now they don't have a recon plane for that team. If they were smart, someone of which team? Oh, should
So switch over, yeah.
yeah, and so that they can still use the plane. Oh, Ben Scholl is back. Amen. All is not lost for the French team.
Ooh.
Excellent check for Ben Scholes. Stefan, you're really the only one typing. F for Stefan getting no response whatsoever.
Oh, nice stab by Rat.
Yeah, Smoker.
Oh, he doesn't manage to get that kill.
Yeah, the Russians are nicely spread out now. I think the French are panicking.
Does look so, but they are coming in on the right.
Oh, Xaphas is just
And the
getting
left.
the chat to be alive. It's cute, Xaphas. You try. Good job.
Yeah, thanks for trying.
Yeah.
Ulrich, you need to hit
Who
that.
was that? Did you see? Holy shit.
I did not know. What did happen?
Like, this I didn't see who it was. Oh, jump shooting from the French side. All the Russians spawn at mid. Oh, Starro is down. Starro could have possibly. Sometimes it's a bit difficult because you don't want to stay outside of the trench because then could possibly like, you don't help your team capping or like not losing the trench. But it's a little bit easier to shoot everyone who's in the trench.
Yeah. Which is, you need to decide how you want to play it. And some people do prefer being on the outside of the trench and then
Yeah,
picking up
but it's
people.
not prefer. Like, I'm not talking about preferring, but I'm just saying that if I think it's Starro, if he had decided to stay a little bit longer outside the trench and just shot the 3 people that he knew were staring were there instead of just going at them and stab and hoping that he could stab all the 3 ones. If one man is very social, he's a maniac. If he's social with friends, he's part of a community. Wow, exactly. That's very quotable.
It sounded like a bunch of rubbish.
Yeah. At least if I'm the crazy one, all after me are part of the community.
You
Well,
are
I
the
got to
crazy
be
one, don't
honest.
worry.
Yeah. If I got to be honest, the Verdun community is crazy. Like, we were all the first ones, I would say. And we
I
are
do
the
remember
community.
that it was a lot less toxic back in the day, but
When are we talking back in the day? Like, I remember it being toxic from the moment I started playing, which is 2 years ago.
how long has the game been out? I think I bought it after.
2015.
Yeah, I think
And
I bought it
it
around
was
then.
and it was a browser game before that, so there's people having played it for ages.
Yeah, I
Oh, the
played it when
Russians
it
have
first came out
recapped.
on Steam, and it was quite nice, the community back then.
I have to be honest, the reason I bought the game was because I saw Let's Play from this one English player who did funny accents while playing, and then
And
he
then you
played
saw
for
they...
yeah, and then he played with the Belgians, and I saw the top hats, and I
Of
wanted the top
course.
hat, and I was sold. And
No, I was
heard the
sold on the
Spanish
entire
voices.
World War One thing. That was that
Yeah.
appealed to me.
But if you read one of my first, like I did a review with Verdun, and it's like the one I made 3 months into playing, and it's an absolute cringe fest. If you wanna cringe really hard, just read my Verdun review. I'm inviting all my friends to do so.
Probably just says,
Oh.
"Oh, Belgium is here." Ooh, woo.
No, it says something along the lines of like, if you enjoy talking about the war and then about communism to ice cream,
Oh
and
my
that
god.
is the game for you.
Oh my god.
Because the first thing I did was looking around the maps. It was so realistic, and the gun sounds are so nice.
I can
You know,
already feel the cringe.
it really feels like I'm playing, like I'm in the war.
Oh yeah, with all the jump shooting and the...
Oh, and no, I did not make any complaint about like I was never against jump shooting. I always had the idea that at some point I was gonna be able to jump shoot myself, which I am now. At this point, I have grown.
Yeah,
Mm.
I despise jump shooting.
Because you can jump shoot.
That is beside the
Like,
point. I don't want to learn
like
it
you
either.
despise
Ooh.
something because you're not part of it. You're actually really fucking jealous.
No, that is not correct.
You're a liar.
No. I'm quite honest, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
You don't have to. It doesn't change a fact whether or not you believe in it, Imagi. That's not how facts work.
Yeah, but I really don't care.
Well, then why are you making such a fuss out of it?
But
Anyways, the Russians are actually managing to hold the French off at this point, which is quite
Good job.
surprising. Good
I'm
job on
impressed.
them. That is proper good.
Yeah.
And it's
If they
3-2 to the Russians now.
If they could make one attack, yeah, no, I'm looking at the French page. They're getting pretty rash and pretty. They're taking. Oh! There was just a nice spawn, but the artillery is taking all of them out. Only 2 seconds left. If the French get cleared out, well, there was only one French in the trench. French in the trench. That rhymes.
No, but it feels like...
Oh!
Ah, that was...
Oh!
That last trade kill there. That ended in the counterattack. That was...
Look at Cypher's taking your side in the chat.
Is he taking my side?
He is.
Of course he is. Thank you, Cyphers.
Look at his
Brödra
Scandinavian,
folket! Yeah?
Scandinavian bond.
Brödra folket!
Yeah, I mean, if you're from the same country, I kind of guess that this would be.
We're not from the same country. We're from neighboring countries.
It's the same.
We might as well be the same. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I quite like going to Sweden.
Norwegian attack of Norwegian. Just oil money.
Yeah.
The difference is the oil money.
Yeah. But I've got to say I'm quite conflicted about my nationalistic tendencies, considering I'm also quite a British nationalist.
Yeah, we shouldn't actually call you Norwegian anymore since you're playing for Team Great Britain instead of Team Nordics.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I am half. I was born and raised in Norway though, but you wouldn't have guessed it.
Terrible. Look, there's this one Aspis who is like saying Norregr and then like, ooh.
Ah, it's a draw.
No, it's not. It's 3-2 for the Russians.
Yeah, but they
this means that the French win with 1 point.
Ooh, dang.
That's
That is quite good.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect it.
No, the Russians really did put up a real fight this time. They
That was impressive. Yeah.
yeah, very impressive. Even though Spirit
So,
Dragon is complaining a bit about the lagginess, but
of course, you would.
I've got to say he doesn't have much to complain about anymore. They did play
Yeah, I
very
mean,
well.
who was
They should be
expecting
proud
that?
of their achievements this round.
Absolutely.
So
That was.
the fact that they just lost now is because their first round was not the greatest, to be quite honest. But
Yeah, but it was close.
Yeah.
It was close. That was. Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all for watching. It's been a fun time.
Yes, it was nice casting this game too. I don't know if I'll do it again, but I mean,
We'll
it's
see.
fun. We'll see.
Anyway, it has been fun. We will
Watch again tomorrow to see BNL completely wreck Great Britain.
You
I'm
can
joking.
watch me tomorrow. Just batter the Benelux into submission.
I remember this.
It will be great.
I'll record this piece and I'll play it over and over and over again.
Sure you will. Anyways, we'll see you guys later and welcome you back tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.